Track 7. Listening. Scenario 1.
Here's a worst-case scenario. You're on business in another country and you need to get back for the weekend because it's your sister's wedding. But there's a terrible snowstorm during the night and your flight home is cancelled. What should you do? OK, the first thing is prevention. Always be aware of the weather conditions where you're going and, for your own peace of mind, check the weather reports before you travel in case there are any bad forecasts. Checking that your flight operator or travel insurance company covers you for such eventualities is also a good idea. Any reputable company should be obliged to look after you in these circumstances, although I'd say generally avoid using low-cost operators because asserting your rights can be more difficult with them. What to do about it is more tricky. I'd strongly advise against finding alternative routes home. The chances are that everyone else is thinking the same thing and that boats, buses and trains will also be affected by the weather conditions. So the best thing is to sit tight and wait it out. Try to make friends with someone else in the same situation. It may be helpful if you're having to spend hours waiting at an airport and will keep you in a better mood when you go to speak to the harassed ground staff. Lastly, if it's going to be a lengthy wait at an airport, consider finding an executive airport lounge and paying the €30 or whatever they ask for non-members.
Scenario 2.
How do you protect yourself against the possibility of leaving all your valuables in a local taxi? OK, the first thing I would say is always take your time when getting out of a taxi. Check you have everything, then get out and pay the driver. Secondly, opt for official taxis over less regulated operators, and ask for their business card so you have the taxi operator's number. That way, your driver will be easier to track down. And always label all your belongings. That will ensure that, should an honest person find them, they can return them. Lastly, tip your driver well. One good turn deserves another. And if you do find you've left something, call the company immediately and explain what's happened.